Hey guys, welcome back to Does It Make Sax? Today I have the Mendini by Cecilio Tenor Sax. I've heard some mixed reviews about these online, so I wanted to do a review of my own so I can show you guys exactly what I got in the mail and how it was delivered and exactly how it plays or doesn't, right? That's what we're here to find out, because we're looking at these budget horns and we want to make sure that are they worth our money, and again, does it make sax? Okay, just want to let you guys know that none of my videos are sponsored, at least not right now. So if you want to sponsor, click below and let me know. And speaking of click below, anything that I show in this video, they'll have links down in the description for where I got this horn, how much I paid for it, and some of the accessories that I use as well while I'm testing this. So if you're interested, check those links below. And if you have any comments, please put them in the comments below and I'll be glad to get back with you, because there's sure to be a lot of questions about this horn. Okay, this horn came just like a lot of these cheap horns. Comes in a bag with some hard materials on the inside. Nothing wrong with that. They seem to be pretty durable. So I'm just going to open this up for us. Lots of Velcro, carrying strap here. There's D-rings here and here, and there's straps on the inside so you can carry it over your shoulder. And then this also has some D-rings on the back here, so you can make the straps on the inside like a backpack. All right, so we're going to open this up. It does have a front pouch. This one, since it's a tenor sax, is big enough you could probably put some sheet music in here. I think that would be okay. And hey, you know what? Usually there's nothing in these, so Mendini. Very nice. Musical instruments. Thank you for choosing Mendini by Cecilio. Your musical it's too small, I can't read it. Okay, so you want to put some music in here? Go right ahead. Alrighty, let's get her open. The zippers have tabs on them, so that's perfect. And this is one of the easiest zipping zippers I've ever been on with these. This is very nice. Satisfying. It's very satisfying. Nice. All right. So here we go. Gonna open her up. And as always on my videos, you'll see the whole unboxing pictures all at the beginning of the video. And if you want to go back, you can check those out. You can see exactly how it was boxed and packaged and everything. So I've taken all that out and gotten rid of all of it. And I'm going to show you now what's inside here. So we're going to spin this around. So here we go. This is the Mendini by Cecilio Tenor Sax. Now this one, cool color, right? It was on sale. And you know me, guys, I'm always trying to make sure I get the instruments that are on sale, because hey, at the lowest price that they come in, that's what we all want, right? So got this one at the lowest price that it had and the color option that they had that was on sale at the time. So this one is, looks like it's black with gold keys. And I had a black tenor previously with gold keys, but it was more black than this one. This one almost, honestly, if I just glance at it, and you guys tell me in the comments below, when you just look at this, does it look like it's almost a gunmetal color? Like that dark gray gunmetal color? That's what it looks like to me, but they advertise it as black. Maybe you can see this or not, but that cap up here, that's black. This looks like gunmetal to me. But anyway, it's a pretty horn. It looks really good. Does say Mendini by Cecilio on here. I think this is just printed on here, so I don't know if that'll stay. I don't even know that it's even lasered on there, but I think it's just printed. And this one does have a serial number on there, but again, I think that's just printed on there, so I don't know if that'll stay. But again, good looking horn. It's got red colored pads, kind of neat contrast. It does have, comes with what they call a pad saver in here. I don't like using these, but if you swab them in and swab them out, it could brush off the pads. But think about it, most of your pads are open. Like, unless you're swabbing this thing with your fingers on here and what you use your mouth to try to put it in there, that would look odd. Anyway, you can use these. I don't use them. Okay, so use a swab. Put a swab down through here, run it through a couple times both ways, get the moisture out of there, and that'll help keep your pads dry and last a long time. Okay, looks pretty good. Everything on here sounds like it's all closing, so pretty good. The octave key does move. Yep, it moves. And the secondary opens okay. kind of. I got to put the neck on here. So yeah, it does come with a neck. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Opens okay. Put it on, let's see if it fits. Let me see if I got this loosened or not. It does have a place for a lyre, the musical stand holder. Okay, yeah, it's tight, but it fits, and yeah, I'm okay with a nice tight fit, right? Who isn't? So let's see how this works. Yep, seems to open. All right, I'm gonna close the third key down, see if that closes. Yep, looks like it's closing. So we're good there. Again, if you have a lot of problems when you start playing the horns and then the notes warble a little bit, they go flutter, 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 right? Check your octave key. Make sure it's all working right. All right, brand new cork on here. Looks good. Let me see what else comes in here. Inexpensive mouthpiece with the reed already on it. I will try this mouthpiece out. I will change out the reed. Hearing some stories, and people have been commenting that some of these reeds are most likely the reed that was on here when they practice played it. Pretty sure it was a person who put their mouth on it, not a machine. So, ew. So, change that out. All right, what else is in here? Cork grease, very important. And you know what? Here's something that this is the first time I've seen this. There is a screwdriver in here for making adjustments. Cool. I hope we don't need that, but great to have that. That's the first time I've seen one of these. This is just a cleaning cloth. Nothing real special in here, although it does feel like there's more than just a cleaning cloth. Let's check it out. Maybe I just think it's a cleaning cloth. All right, don't want to lose my adjustments. Oh, okay. That's what the bulge was. These really nice winter gloves. Because it's cool when you play the instrument with gloves on. Okay, music pocketbook for saxophone, fingering chart, solos, and daily studies. This ought to be interesting. That's a nice little book. Nice little book. Ooh, wait. Okay, so it shows you parts of the saxophone. Cool. How to read a fingering chart. Cool. There is a fingering chart in here, which is nice. It's pretty small, but it shows you the notes. And then below it, it shows you the actual fingering to use. So if you're new to playing sax, you want to learn, this is a nice little book. And types of notes. So yeah, it's a basic music course all in one little book. Time signatures, dynamic markings, right? Armature and fingering studies. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. Shows you a lot about music. So pretty cool. This is one of the most advanced little booklets I've seen with one of these. So nice job, Mendini or Cecilio, whoever did this. Okay, whatever else is in here, we got a box of B flat 2.5 Cecilio tenor sax reeds. Says there's 10 in here, and it's all sealed up with plastic. Nice little looking little package, but wow, 10 reeds. That's nice. Okay, got a pretty basic neck strap here, but it is a plastic neck clamp, so that's cool because it doesn't scratch up your horn like the metal ones will. It's really basic though, so I am going to use mine when we test this horn. Okay, and the straps I mentioned that go on the outside of the case, so you can make it a backpack or carry it over your shoulder, so those are there. And then, nice addition, a tuner. All right, so I think that's everything that's in the case. Case is just kind of, let's see, very basic molding on this case. Just enough to kind of fit the horn in there. But you see, there's not a lot of definition in here. So when these things are shipping around and banging around in here, if there's not good definition on the cases, they can shift around a lot, and that can make some of the keys get bent during shipment. So I'm curious to see how it plays. All right, so I'm going to take all this out, and we're going to play this horn. Okay, we're back. I'm going to use some cork grease here to grease up this cork because you want your mouthpiece to go on nice and easy, and cork grease is very important. So get that on here. And as I said, I'm going to use the mouthpiece that came with, but I am going to completely ditch this nasty reed. You know what? It still looks like it has a little bit of moisture on it. No markings whatsoever on this mouthpiece, which it's just a basic mouthpiece. So let's get a reed for it, shall we? Always get your reed nice and moist. You can put it in water if you don't want to put it in your mouth. If you don't know how to put a reed on a mouthpiece, when you get it wet, the table that's on here is nice and flat. So you want a really good seal on the mouthpiece. So I usually like to take the moist reed and take it and just wipe it on across the back of there, and it makes that, get some moisture on there, which helps the reed seal. All right, I'm having a really tough time getting a good seal on this reed. I'll be right back. Maybe I got to change the ligature out or something. I'll show you what it's supposed to sound like with a good seal between your mouthpiece and your reed. All right, we're gonna try this again with another ligature that I have. This is a Van Doren MO, which I do like using. It's got a single screw on it and some nice contact points on the bottom. So if it's something you're interested in, check the link below. All right, let's see what's going on here. Got to bring the ligature a lot farther forward. That's much further forward than I like, and my ligature now is so far forward it's closing on itself. I don't know if it's going to close or not. Oh, I got it. I had to put the ligature almost all the way forward and it won't close anymore. So I may have to change over to a leather ligature or something that can close a little bit tighter. But once you get it on and on the table just right, you should be able to put it against the palm of your hand and like create suction inside here. That's the reed popping. So I do have a good seal on this now. We can play now. It's best to take your neck off when you go to put your mouthpiece on, because you're putting a lot of pressure on here when you're pushing that on. So you don't want all that excess pressure on the neck. Made it all the way down. So I made it up to F sharp. So all the notes, all the standard notes came out. Couldn't get the altissimo notes to come out of this very easily. So I might, when I change mouthpieces and demo, you'll see that. So it made it through all the way down, all the way up. So pretty satisfied with that. Mouthpiece isn't too bad, so this will be good for a for somebody just getting started or whatever. It's a very mellow tone out of this mouthpiece, and the horn. So I do hear a little bit of trouble when I start getting below a G, 1, 2, 3, right? When I start going lower than that, I think because there is an adjustment screw right here, you can adjust and help close those extra keys. I may have to stick a light down there just to see what's going on there. Alright, not really digging this mouthpiece. Again, a mouthpiece really gives you the sound out of your horn. Yes, it has to do with your embouchure and your whole wind production center inside your body, which is why every saxophonist sounds different. But the mouthpiece is what gives you that first interaction to get the vibrations from the reed through the rest of the instrument to make the sound. So the mouthpiece is very important when it comes to getting the right sound out of here. It feels really restrictive on this mouthpiece, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to another mouthpiece just to give you an idea of how this sounds. Okay, what I have is a Jody Jazz metal mouthpiece. This is the DV with the power ring on it. That's the ligature that just slides on and holds the reed. I'm back to a 2.5 reed on this, a Hemke, and this is a number 7, which is just the gap on it. You can call the animals. Already a lot easier to blow on. So the metal mouthpiece can give you a pretty bright, raspy sound if you want to. I'm going to switch over to this Jody Jazz DVHR, which is the hard rubber version of this, with the same Hemke 2.5 reed. Alright, still thinking that there may be a little adjustment I need to do here. You hear that kind of that little bit of squeak when I go from the lower keys up to the past the G. No big deal. It came with a screwdriver, so I may use that. All right, so far so good. Sounds pretty good. Again, none of the keys were bent or anything. Like I said, I think I got to take a little adjustment right here on this screw. I'm going to drop a light down in there and see what's going on. All right, you guys, I told you that I would put a light down here to check my pads on this thing. So this is a light that I can put down in. It's just an LED strip with a switch on it. This one's actually USB. So we're going to put this down inside this Mendini horn, and you can see just what I saw when I had a little trouble with the pads. So we're going to stick this light down in here, and I'm going to flip it on, and hopefully you can see the light that's coming up out of these, underneath these pads. Now I've had to turn some of the lights off, but I gotta leave some of them on so I can film. And do I have to whisper? Probably not, but I'm going to. Anyway, you can see as I close these pads, the light goes away. So I close that one, I close that one, I close. When I would close it, right, or open it, when I was pushing down on these keys, that one wasn't closing all the way. And I'll show you, I've already kind of fixed it, but I'm going to show you what I was seeing. Now, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that key has got a little bit of light shining underneath it, and I'm pushing down on this kind of hard, so it's not closing all the way. So I'm just going to take the screwdriver that came with the horn, adjust this down just ever so slightly. And now I think you can see when I push that up, that pad is completely closed. Hopefully you can see that. And that was what made all the difference in playing this horn. All right, hope that helps. And if you're looking for a sax pad light of your own, check the description below. I'll have it down there. You can get it one for yourself. Pretty inexpensive light that you can get. You can stick down any instrument that it'll fit in, and it'll tell you right away if the pads are closing or not. So it's playing pretty good right now. I'm going to go ahead and grab another tenor so you can just hear what the difference is between this horn, which I don't remember exactly the price, so you can see it below. I think it was under 400 bucks. It might have been like 350, but look below. I'll have that posted there below. And now you get to hear what the comparison between this and a professional horn that costs, let's just say, thousands of dollars more than this. It is easier to play this horn, I will say, but again, I'm used to this horn. I'm not used to that horn. With time, I think I can play well with this horn. I think I can perform with this horn, and I think that it would do very well for anyone who's just getting back into it, somebody who wants to start up. And honestly, once you get to know this horn, I think you could play it just however you'd like to. Again, I would experiment with different mouthpieces, different reeds, whatever works to your taste. Again, it all is about you, the player, and how you make the horn sound. But again, I think to make it easier to play on that horn, yeah, I would not recommend the standard mouthpiece that came with it, because as you heard, I had trouble getting it to seal. And I don't know if it's the flatness of the table, and I can feel that it feels uneven. And I'm looking at it, I can even see that it's got some warpage in it. So maybe if I took a file to it, it'd be able to get flat. But check it out yourself. But honestly, you can get a really decent mouthpiece like a 4C or 5C, even a Selmer mouthpiece for these for 30, 40 bucks. So it's well worth it to just go ahead and upgrade to one of those. Again, I'm using much more expensive mouthpieces. This mouthpiece and this one specifically costs twice what that horn does. So again, you don't have to spend a lot of money on a mouthpiece to make it sound good, but I would recommend getting something better than the one that it came with, because I could really not get a great sound out of this. But again, as you heard, it was hard to get a good seal out of it. So anyhow, what do I think? Okay, here we are. The Mendini by Cecilio Tenor Sax. What do I think? My final thoughts are, does it make sax? Yeah. Yes, it does. Would I recommend this horn? Sure. I think it's a decent horn. I was a little skeptical about it because of some of the things I saw online. And again, every horn is a little bit different. So you just have to see. You'll have to see if the one you get is really works well for you, and if it came delivered really well. So this is a good horn. I think for a tenor saxophone that's $300 or less, you know, wow, what a really good bargain, especially if, again, you want to get started or you're getting back started again. This is going to be a good horn to get started with. So, you know, comparatively, right, $6,000, 300 bucks, yeah, well worth the buy, and you can get into playing the tenor sax and sounding pretty good for a very little bit of money. If you are interested in any of the items that I mentioned in this video, the links for those are all going to be below in the comments. There's a link for this saxophone in particular right there if you're interested in it. I think it's a beautiful looking horn. I think it's a real head turner. I really like the color scheme on it. And as I said, mouthpieces and reeds, Those are also listed down there below, so you can check those out and see if there's something that you want to try for yourself. Okay guys, thanks for stopping by. Does it make sax? Yep, sure does. And just to give you a sneak peek of what's going to be coming up next, you see this little guy over here to my left, your right? It's a little curved soprano. I'm excited to do a test on that one. You're going to see that one coming up next time.